as far as I'm going to get today. I've got a good outline going. I'll have to come back later and finish it up, but what I've got here is I'm going to continue inside. This is where I'm going to put the weed block, and then I'll come back and put some wood chips, and then in these other spots where we've got rose bushes and stuff, this is where we'll end up putting all our medicinal plants. So we've got lots of room for all this stuff, and hopefully we don't have any problems with weeds in here. I don't think we will after I put down everything. Should be pretty easy to maintain it all, and we'll have lots of space to be growing our medicinal herbs. I think Farmer Jay is going to be pretty happy with the space she's got here to work with. It started out pretty much all as a spiral. I kind of had to round it off a little bit. For the spiral has spiritual significance to it, but I had to kind of do a little bit of rounding off here for practicality purposes for the driveway, just to make sure it stays very defined here, because there's a lot of traffic coming in and out of this spot, us and company and whatnot, and I want to make sure that this part here is super solid and very well defined. Otherwise, I think I've kept the integrity of what this started out with, and I'm happy with the results so far. Let's keep our fingers crossed Farmer Jay's happy with them too. Okay, YouTube, so I just want to say I'm definitely going to start approaching my videos a little bit differently here moving forward. I've slowly started to realize that I'm more approaching a diary-based type of format as opposed to an evergreen type of format. I've always tried to approach my videos as evergreen content, meaning that I could produce a video that is not only relevant today, but relevant in 5 years, something that the search engine will recognize today and recognize in the future. But I can't do that anymore. Today, for instance, I took the kids to the park, had a great time, and then I came home and did what I could on the medicinal herb garden. Now, I am a full-time stay-at-home dad at this point, and not only am I cooking and cleaning, doing the bookkeeping, doing the home repairs, I'm maintaining 10 acres, I'm making sure the kids try and learn stuff. I'm like the quintessential 1950s stay-at-home mom plus the handyman and all of the above that takes care of whatever needs to take care of on 10 acres of land, homesteading and all that stuff. So what I'm trying to get at here is my format has changed. The footage that I took today, for instance, with the medicinal herb garden, if I were to take that, put it in a file, come back to it in a week when I start doing something else on it, it's going to lose all relevance to me. It's not going to have any more meaning to me, and that video is just going to go off into the ether and never be seen or produced or nothing. There's so many videos that I have like taken bits and pieces of footage for, put it in a file, to come back to it later, and I never did anything with it because it loses all relevance to me. So I've played the gamut when it comes to YouTube. I feel like I've gone through all the ups and downs that YouTube has to offer, all the highs and lows that you can have, all the terrible mental things that it does to people. I've been through it all. So when I started making videos, I really ultimately started doing it because we had done so much progress to this property. I wanted to keep some type of record of all the transformations we did. The kids could look back on things and see what progress we made when they were babies. And you know, I've ripped my house apart and put it back together. I've built a greenhouse, we've added solar. There's so many things that we've done to this place, so many more things that we're gonna do to this place. And trying to compartmentalize everything, it just doesn't work for me anymore. You know, like I said, today, for instance, we went to the park. I came home, I had like 2 hours to produce some type of progress here on the property, and now I'm back to feeding horses, feeding goats, making dinner, sweeping floors, blah, blah, blah. Some of the early videos that I did, I was really good at all the behind the scenes stuff that it takes to make a video searchable with the metadata and keep it relevant throughout the years. But YouTube has definitely changed over the years. It is in no way, shape, or form what it used to be. And I just don't care anymore. I've been at this for almost 5 years. I'm lucky to get 30 to 40 views a video, and I'm tired of beating my head against the wall, trying to be successful at it, and just seeing how things happen. It's like there's so many big channels out there that just boggle my mind how they got to where they got. It's like you see the half-naked hot cheerleader chick that can't even spell tomato getting hundreds of thousands of views per video, whereas the guy that's showing you how to grow 1,000+ pounds of tomatoes in a season can barely escape 200 or 300 views together. And I don't want to beat my head against the wall being in that world, trying to like be successful at it. I just truly don't care anymore. So ultimately what I'm getting at is I'm just going to start making my videos on a more diary based type of continuum, so to speak, because if I don't, I just won't be making videos. And I like making videos, but I cannot just start compartmentalizing everything and come back to this topic and then that topic. I just can't do it anymore. There's so many things going on. I'm like in 1,000 different directions, but that's just what my life is. And I know that a lot of the videos that I have produced, some of the early videos there, to-do videos, they have been very helpful to people. And even the stuff that I'm doing now, I'm not saying that it's not helpful in those ways. It's just the way I gotta put it out there is gonna be different. So anyway, guys, I wanna end this video. I wanna say thank you to everybody that watches me. I appreciate you all. I'm definitely gonna be making more videos. The content's just gonna kind of change a little bit, and it's just something that I just wanted to say for you, for me, just put it out there. How I'm moving forward is just gonna change a little bit. So anyway, thanks for hanging with me. Love you all. Later, YouTube.